No one yet, but maybe some people will join us in a little bit today. I'm Dama Dervanzo again, professor in CSC 264, web design and programming. Today's our live stream, just kind of going through some real-time chats or some real-time coding and playing with some of the tools and things that we have here available. What I decided to do today is something a little different. Since we've all done your first programming assignment and hopefully have finished, we should have finished your first programming assignment. It's already, they're already turned in and done. Oh, there we go. We had an error for a moment. It should be all finished. You know, you should have done all that. What I decided to do today would be to actually go through and code the first programming assignment on my own, real time, live, in front of everyone, and kind of take it from there and just see how far I can get. No pre-programming or other things with that. I did a little bit. I lied. I did some of the string checks and stuff like that already because I started about 10 minutes ago. Let's see if I can finish. I'm going to see if I can finish the entire programming assignment in less than an hour and go through with that. So there's no bragging or anything like that. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. I think I have most of it in my head already. Just fiddling with the data structures and hopefully I don't get anything like weird, like undefined and weird checks and stuff like that. It's always the difficulty with like using real data. So yes, 1 hour challenge to do programming assignment 1. So let's go. Let's get right into it. Switch over to my main screen. Yay. Okay. So here I'm looking through. Let's just walk through and talk a little bit from the code I've already done. I did a little bit of coding. I cheated just a little bit. Oh yeah, go ahead. Ask a question. What's up? Feel free to ask questions about anything. Yeah, about the quiz. Oh yeah, the one, the Adventure Time one. Yeah. Which I hope you all recognize was Adventure Time. I'd be really disappointed if you, using like all the names stuff like that, you didn't know I was mentioning Adventure Time, but hopefully figured it out. It's almost always simpler than it looks. I mean, I can't give you like too much of the answers and stuff with that, but like if you have any assumptions, if like I'm assuming X is going to be true, or I'm assuming like the API works this way, or I'm going to say it's like this, just be upfront with what you assume and stuff like that. So am I, or is it just so it's a bit, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a directory organization thing. It's I mean, a bit is that way, but remember, it's how we name URIs and what makes sense and importance. If we have what makes sense to be a resource, what makes sense to be a collection, how we have different things kind of go through. You know what I mean? Not internet connectivity so much, but like basic ideas of REST and HTTP, like what makes sense, what's allowable. You know what I mean? You can make bad APIs and have them like not work, but it's really asking questions about like what do you like, what would be a better design from it, and as long as you can explain what your assumptions are, like I'm assuming they're going to do this way, or like I'm assuming there's a bunch of these things, or stuff like that. Just be upfront with what your assumptions are or what your goals for these things should be and stuff. You know what I mean? Like how would you design the URL scheme to kind of build this API, and like why you're trying to think of doing that. You mean, so as long as you kind of have a good design or kind of a thought out design, you're not just doing anything. You're upfront with your assumptions and you're explaining your design. Don't just give the URLs are going to be X, Y, and Z. Like it's going to be this and this done. Like don't give me that. Like explain like, oh, I'm going to design our URLs like this, or this is a bad idea because, or I'm going to do this because. As long as you explain yourself why this is a good idea, why you're doing it this way, why these other things are not a good idea, and what your assumptions are, you're in the clear. Like that's most of the question. It's not that difficult of a question if you have any understanding of like stuff like that. And it's not, I mean, you can kind of think of it as like a directory system, but like remember, URLs are not directories. They look like that, but they don't have to be. There's no corresponding thing with that. Just because you have like /cats/ beds doesn't mean /cats exists on its own. You know what I mean? You would expect it to, but it doesn't mean it has to be the case. There's nothing in the thing that says there has the whatever is previously in the path, like whatever is in the hierarchy of the path, has to exist. That's how URLs don't work that way, or don't have to work that way. You can get a 404 on the uppermost directory if you're thinking of them in directory type ways, in the the most upper part of the hierarchy of the path. So it's different in a file system. It's not exactly like that. It looks like that. It can be deceiving like that, but it's different a little bit. So just describe what you're doing. Does that answer your question, Sam? I'm gonna assume that his answer is a question, and he's just like having a great time, something else, watching a YouTube video or something. Okay, so I'm gonna go forward without any further ado and kind of talk a little bit what I've already done. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm over here. So here we're at search authors. Remember our title search is the string that gets passed in to our form here. The first thing I'm doing is checking to make sure this is a string. This is a quick lookup to check that the string. I'm doing type of title search equals string. So like I'm making sure like the type of this is a string, and I'm also making sure that it's of instance of string. Remember, strings are kind of like also objects / classes / like other things together. What? Will you upload today's recording before you do like this one right now or yesterday's? Oh, the latency is really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, usually it's like more real time. I could like see what you're doing and stuff like that. It's like really being slow. Oh, today's yeah. It'll be uploaded tonight after this is done. Before I go to bed, I will upload that. Well, also it depends like how long it takes for YouTube to upload these things. YouTube is like weird and sometimes. So hopefully that'll be quick, but I'll do it right after this thing is done and stuff like that, and go through with that. Okay. Thank you, Shy Guy. I'm just gonna say you're a shy guy because I like Mario. Okay, so checking to make sure that's a string. Remember, strings are weird in that they are objects. They're other things like that. They're also types. You know what I mean? They're the thing like that. So I can look to see both. Like, is it a type of a string or is it of the instance of string? Either or. This is a logical or. I'm saying if it's not one of those. So like if it's not a string, I'm just gonna print out like, oh, error, Will Robinson, like this is all gone. It's bad. I'm just gonna return. It just exit out of it. Okay. Next thing, I need to turn my my title search into a search parameter, and add that to and create like my URL. So luckily, JavaScript has URL search params. It's a base function, or actually a class constructor that I'm using here to define different parts of a URL. They have this one is specified for like search parameters. And the difference between that is like spaces become pluses. You do like logical ands instead of just a space. So it's going to replace the spaces with pluses, and it's going to like actually like URL encode those correctly. You know what I mean? Do some stuff like that. And also like can interpret parameters as well. So like if you give it a normal, like a parameter, like in a string like format, like I did right here, it can understand that, read it in its constructor, give me back a URL search parameter object. And now that I have this URL search parameter object, this is my search thing. Remember, title equals is the thing. Is it title? Yes, it is. It is title. I go into that. I just do search to string. I'm turning that URL search param object into a string, and I'm appending it to my URL. So now all together, I have my URL. Then everything should be working hunky-dory. Oh, I bet I want this HTTPS, don't I? Yeah, because that's not going to work. And if I do this on Replit, it's not going to work if I don't have it HTTPS, because it's going to be a cross. It's going to be a cross issue. It's always fun. Okay, so what's next? What else we got to do? Well, I got to do my fetches. I got to like actually like get this thing. So let's do that. Let's go through. I'm going to fetch, and I'm going to just put my URL directly inside of there. Now remember, fetch is a promise. Doesn't happen yet, but it will sometime in the future. It's going to return a promise. Now, because it's returning a promise, I can just append a .then like right to it if I wanted to. And I do want to. So that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, there we go. Then, and what am I going to have in here? I don't know. Let's just say like response, like rep. And I'm going to make a little arrow function here because I just want to make a quick anonymous function. I don't really care what's inside of it. So now we know from fetch, rep is not the actual data that I care about. It's a response object. that has things inside of it. So it has a bunch, it mostly just has a response codes and other parts of the header that get spent back from the HTTP, which we all learned about in class, like in our HTTP course. Okay, I want to turn this into a JSON object. So I know, oh, where's that capital? I have the caps up on. Rep tot JSON. There we go. So this is a function that, or a method that is part of the response object, and it involves like response code and other things like that. It's like the realization of this promise. Rep.json is going to be another promise that it will eventually turn into my JSON data when it actually comes back with the body of what I'm looking for. So, remember how promises work and stuff, where the promises executes immediately. So fetch runs immediately, and it's going to start contacting the server and doing what it's going to do and asking the server for a bunch of data. We do a dot then on that because we're basically saying, okay, whenever this is done, the promise isn't here yet. We got this promise, it's empty. There's really nothing inside of it. But whenever this gets done, run this function. I want you to run this function I'm going to give you. And the argument that the function that you're going to give that function an argument as well. And the argument is going to be whatever it is that you're returning. So fetch always returns a response object. So that's what I'm going to be expecting in the argument of this function. And now I know it's safe to use that response object because I know this only runs when fetch has finished. So I know I can actually use everything inside of here. Again, this is also a promise. I'm going to not do that. Maybe I shouldn't should I indent them? Does it make sense to indent them? I'll indent them to signify like we're going in and stuff like that. Okay, so now we have, let's just call this, let's call this JS. Why not? Another arrow function inside of here because it's just an anonymous function. We don't really care about it. And now inside of here, boop, boop. Okay, we have our JSON data. JS is my JSON data. What? Okay, so cool times. So everything should be working inside of here. Now, what is inside my JSON data? Well, let's look. I actually pulled it down here. So I got a couple stuff. It's an object with a bunch of complicated things in it. Has this like num found. It says like the number of attributes it's actually found. I did limit 25. You should have done that in your program assignment as well. I told you could do that because I don't want you to get a JSON object with like 284 elements in it. That'd be ridiculous. It would take like literally forever. I just want the top 25 or whatever the 25 from the top are. So you have a couple elements inside of there, or a couple attributes. We also have an array of docs, and this array of docs is also an array of objects. Objects have a lot of things in them, including other arrays. Okay, so it looks like docs is what I want. That's like what I'm actually going to be grabbing. So, and that's an array of things. So JS dot, docs is docs with an S, right? Yes, it's docs with an S. So docs is an array of things, which means I can do a for each. And for each, of course, we know takes a function and we can do whatever we want with it. Right? Yeah. Okay. And yeah, what do I want to do inside of here? So I'm going to, for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to call this doc because it's just one doc out of many. Going to explode that. So now I'm iterating through. This function is going to run for every element of my thing. This function is basically going to be iterating through all of the documents in that doc array. Now the documents in doc array is actually kind of complex. There's like a lot of things going on inside of there. And actually, I want to like define. I want that to be an object of junk. So let's say I'm also let's have like a place to start storing junk. What should I call it? Oh, okay, I got some questions. Oh, it's a method. It's a method that all arrays have. It's part of the array prototype. It's kind of like map. The only difference is map always returns an array back. Like you actually manipulate an array. you're going through the whole array with the function, and then you're returning back the results of that. It's always returns an array. For each doesn't. For each is like more like a for loop. You know what I mean? You give it an array that you're going to do this X amount of time, for all the things in the array. You're going to do this thing, whatever is inside of your function that you're giving it, and it's just going to go through there. Hopefully that makes sense. Definitely read up on it on the docs and stuff like that. It's just a quick way to do this. What should we call our big data object that we're going to be doing everything around with? Any suggestions on the chat? I don't know, like data maybe? That's kind of dumb. Oh, whatever, data is fine. It seems lame. If anyone has a better suggestion, I'm all ears. I'm gonna have that be an object because I want to be storing a bunch of things inside of it, including let's see, data dot I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's like complete com. I'm going to say this equals an array of junk because I want to have like an array. And why am I doing this? Because I want to be passing. This is an object I'm going to be passing down the chain throughout all of my promises and all of my then loops. Diffrata? Diffrata? Okay, we can go with Diffrata. That's a weird name, but let's go with it. No, I did that like 3 times. That's no good. Diffrata. Okay, I like it. Okay. it's let's just go with it. It's all good in the hood. Okay. So now, oh, I already did this, right? Yeah, I don't need to do that twice. That's stupid. I'm an idiot. Okay, I already had like my curly brackets in there. Okay, so now we're going through this. Each doc is going to be one element in this document's array. But there's actually other things inside of here too. So what's inside of here? So we got a suggested title of this book. We have author name, but notice author name is an array of author names. We also have the key, the author key. That's also an array because there could be more than one author for each book. So we have to iterate through those as well. Okay, so let's do that. So let's take author key. And I know. There we go. Sounds like Dama DeFranco's half-finished personal Weebly page. I have a Weebly page? I should have a Weebly page. But it's all good. Yeah, that would be what I would call it if I had one. So we know Doc has some arrays in it. I have this array that I think is cool. The author key, that's also an array. And because it's an array, I can also do what? Another for each? Yes, I can. I'm going to do that. So I have another crazy for each inside of here. And I want another thing inside of here. I'm going to say like a key, that's like author key, and I for the index. So if we give 2 attributes or 2 arguments to the array that we give to the function we give for each, the second one is the index of where we were actually looking at. Let me clean that up a bit. Oh, come on. Are you serious? There we go. Okay. Okay, so now we're going through each element of our documents and now each author. Now, most of the times it should be like 1. There should only be like 1 author. But in the case there is more than 1, this will work for those cases in case it happens. I could have been lazy and just did 0, but I'm not. I'm trying to like be legit with you guys and struggle through all the same BS that you had to go through. Okay, so a key is an author key. I's index that it's at. So let's start pushing some of the things inside of there. These things all should exist. I shouldn't have any like undefineds in here, though that might be the case. I'm gonna assume they're not and be irresponsible and not check. So let's just do that then. So what I want to do, it's oh yeah, my Diffrata, right? Yeah, that stupid name. Com dot push. So I'm going to push this thing aside. Oh, I want another one in here too. Where am I? I'm here. I want another stupid thing in here. So the frata dot auth keys, because there's multiple of them, and that is also an array. And why am I doing that? I have one that's going to be just for my author keys, so I can easily turn those into promises a lot faster. Oh, I guess I really don't need to. I guess I don't really need to do that, huh? Yeah, I don't really need to do that. I'm going to kill that for now. I can actually make my author array else. I can make it another way that's more efficient. There's no reason to like have two arrays at the same time. So I'm going to push like a bunch of stuff inside of here, and I'm just going to like start defining things. So let's go crazy. So first, I want like my A key inside of here. You know what I mean? Like my actual author key. So I'm going to say A key. Now this is a new, I'm pushing an object inside of here. I'm like defining this object as I run it. That's going to be A key. This should actually work. What else do we need? Oh, we need the title, the book title. And what is the book title? Well, it is going to be doc dot, what is it, suggested title or something like that, right? Title suggest. God, I had it backwards. I'm an idiot. I should turn in my PhD. Title suggest. Oh, but I need to give it a name. So what name should it be? What should the key value pair for that? Let's say, I don't know, just title. Like, let's go crazy. So we have that. And what else? Oh, we need the actual, like, the author name. So let's put create a key for that. A name. And, oh, no, not the colon there. No, what happened? Oh, the stupid thing. Where am I now? I hate this. I love this keyboard. I love this keyboard, but I also hate it sometimes. Okay, I wanted to kill that. Not there. It needs to be here, outside of the, outside of that. What else? And that's going to be not a key. It could be doc dot. What is it? Is it author? Oh, I made this big. That's what I did. I don't want this huge. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was weird. What's the name? It's author name. Okay, that's just a string. So I'm going to take that in. Okay, author name, but that's an array. Luckily, I know what place I'm currently at in my array because I have the index of that as well. They should be the same. I don't believe like there shouldn't be like an author key that doesn't have like a corresponding author name, but like Jesus, that totally could. I could see that happening, and this could totally bite me in the nether regions if that happens to be the case. And I'm not going to check it because I'm lazy. But let's that should actually work. So we're gonna push. So what is I can format this a little better so you can actually like see what that makes sense. So I just dynamically defined a little bit of a JavaScript object. I have my keys that I care about. So a name, title, a key. So this is the author key, the title of the book, and the title of the name that I care about. I have all this information here. That's cool. And I'm going to be adding more to it later. So now I have all of this. All this is working. That's all good. I'm happy about that. And this should happen for each thing. Oh, it said it's failed to connect. Am I still here? Can you still hear me? Things going on? Hello, Sipowicz? What's happening here? What's going on? Why am I not? Let's see. Can you see or hear me? Failed to connect. Says I'm not connected. Oh, okay. Never mind. I think I'm good. Hopefully you did like get out and stuff like that. So hopefully everything is okay. Twitch has been really weird today. But hopefully that didn't like mess up my recording stuff. Okay, great. Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad that we're back. Oh no. I was talking about Twitch itself. It's been fine. It's actually working for me a-okay. Twitch was telling me it couldn't connect or something. It was being weird. Okay, so now we have all of that. That should have created an array, an object. I'm like all over the place. It should have created an array of objects inside of our object that has that array inside of that. So that's good. And now that's in that for each. That's in this one, right? Yes. Okay. So now we're at the end of that. So this is all after our for each. So everything should be done. We should have like gone through the whole array in our JSON and like created our data object. Now we need to create our promises for the authors. Now we have the author key. Now we want to do all the promises for the author key. Okay, so let's use the same the document we had before, the Dufrata. I'm going to stick this in somewhere else in this because I want this to be like an array of things, and I want to do kind of different things with it. So let's say P array. Sure, let's just call it just P array. Why not? Why not? It's a bad name, but that's the only bad names, only bad variable names today. And so now I have this. Now what do I want to do? Oh, it's actually in our Dufrata already. So Dufrata.com. Why did I do that? Oh, I did. I called it .com. I get what you say. Like it has like a. I wasn't thinking that through. It seems like a bad URL name now that I think about it. These are terrible names. Dufrata.com.map. So I want to actually like make a new array inside the same object that I'm working through. So that's cool. And what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? I'm just going to X here and fetch. I'm going to just do a simple fetch. Want to get this bad boy up in here. Got that. Put it in there. Okay. Okay, and then plus, what is it? It's x.a key, right? Yeah. Okay, let me make sure like my params and everything else are like okay. That's on that. That's on there. That's all looking pretty good. So that's going to create a whole bunch of new promises. And it's going to make a new array out of those, and it's going to cite the frad p array. So now I have an array of promises, of things that I care about, that I want to do. Okay. So now we have all of that. That's all on the up and up. So this is where a lot of people like weren't understanding and weren't getting it and stuff like that. I could, to make the like, so now that I've created a bunch of promises. In a sense, I've used the map to create an array of promises, but I didn't .then them yet, because if I .then them, I'm actually like waiting for that to occur. And what a lot of people were doing were like doing a for loop. They were like, you know, for blah 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 whatever, you know, and then doing like, you know, fetch, you know, their a key whatever. And then they're doing like a .then writing here, and now they're like writing their code inside of there. But this .then, this is going to happen for each individual one. So you'll know this .then will run when that single fetch returns. But you don't want to know when a single fetch returns, because you have authors you're looking up, not just one. And so you have, if you're doing this, you have no way of knowing when are all of your authors done, when are all of the requests for your authors done. Now, you could do them in series, right? You could call one author, wait for it to get done, call the next author, wait for it to get done. Like you could do that. In fact, if you were doing something like, if you're doing something like this, I don't know, like let x equals a wait, or yeah, a wait, you know, fetch or whatever. You could do this, and that's in a sense what you're doing. If you're for looping through a bunch of a waits, It's like you're chaining all of them down. Like they're like a serial chain of that. Now you can do that. That'll work. But that's going to be insanely slow because you're basically saying, wait, do author 1, do all the work for author 1, wait. Now do all of the work for author 2, wait. You're like doing them all in series and stuff like that. And there's no need. There's no information in author 1 that is required to look up author 2. You have all the information you need. You can look up all your authors at the same time, and you should. That's the faster way of doing it. So there's a better way of doing this. I've talked about it many times. We talked about it here in the show. And it is our one and only and our favorite. Promise.all. So promise.all takes in an array of promises. We have an array of promises. So defrata.p array. There we go. Such a stupid name. I'm an idiot. So now we have a single dot then, and we know that this is only going to return, only going to happen when all these things have gotten back to us, like when we've actually like finished, when all of these things actually resolve. We have like a single dot then that'll wait for when everything actually like completes and actually gets done. So now we have like a place to actually like do that. And so now we have things inside of it. But remember, because this is a fetch, it's not immediately our data. So I'm going to say something like R inside of here. So now like this response, remember this response isn't the actual thing that I care about. It's not, what am I trying to say? It's not the actual data it's not the JSON data that I want. You know, I want more than this. It's just a response code. I need to do another lookup. I need to do like another wait. I need to do like another promise.all. My coffee is really good today. So what are we doing? Oh, we gotta do another map. So R is an array. It's not a single object. It's an array of objects. So let's make a new array of things. In fact, I could probably use my stupid defrata thing as well. I could have we probably should reuse the same array, but we don't have to. We can do whatever the hell we want. Let's have another array. Let's have, oh God, here we go. This is what it's gonna be. PP array. Don't snicker, don't laugh. That's the way it is. That's what we're doing today. We're just gonna have to deal with it. That's gonna be array of things because I'm an idiot. And that's going to be r.map. And this one's really easy. X dot JSON. Okay. So now I have another array of promises. This is the promise that returned from .json. Remember, x.json, that's not the promise itself. That's a method of the x object or in the response object. But it returns a promise. That's the key part. It returns a promise. Just like fetch itself, fetch is not a promise. And I think some people are getting confused with that as well. Fetch isn't a promise, but it always returns a promise. And that's the thing we're going to be .thenning. That's the thing we're waiting for. That's the thing that's going to have all the milk and cookies. Okay, so that is all done. We're going to do, why did it go way out there? Stupid tab. Another promise. This time on frata.pp array. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we should have the data we actually want. I'm gonna call this new JS because why not? And we got this bad boy here, and now it is safe to use all of my lovely data. Now I have all the things that I need from this, and it should be in the correct order of things that I want. This should have yes, the order should have remained the same, so I shouldn't have to do a lookup between them. That's why I've used this object all the way down. I kept pushing this downwards. But that's my assumption. I'm just off the top of my head, I'm making up this data structure on top of my head. Normally you want to think through like the data structure you're using for your programming assignment probably a little more carefully than what I did. And this is actually kind of a shitty designed one as well. And I probably could have been way more efficient in like memory allocation and other things like that. But I don't care. I get this done. I have another half hour to finish this. So it means I have like a half hour to like debug and work because I'm almost done. We're almost finished here. So now we have all the data we actually care about. And what is inside of there? Well, actually, it's just at the top. You know, I mean, we don't need all this other stuff. This is all the things about the author, all the lookups for that author and stuff like that. Oh, what is in there? Oh, here's actually all the books they wrote. Oh, does it actually include the name? The author name, is it in here? Really? They don't. That's so weird. I would have thought it'd been like one of the top level things. I guess not. Okay. But we just care about num found. That's all I want. Okay, so we have all of those. You know, things that I care about. So what I want to do now, probably like, okay, what's a quick way of doing this? JS, and we're gonna do like another for each, and I want to do another thing. What's gonna be inside of here? I'm gonna have like you know, one auth and the index that thing is for. So that only exists in the context of this. Where am I? I'm there. Oh no, not that. Equals. Okay. So I want to iterate through all of this. And I want to like add this to the bigger data object that I've been playing around with this entire time. So how am I going to do that efficiently? Well, okay, there's a couple things I can do. So auth is gonna be all of those. That's gonna be our num found. Yeah, okay, let's this should work. The frad.com because we are iterating through that, it should be the same length as this one. Yes, it should be the same length. It should be the same place. I think so. This might not actually work. I might actually be messing this up. Dot num found. I'm just like adding a new attribute into this. And that's going to equal auth dot num found. Right? Is that the name of it? Or is it capitalized? It probably is. Yeah. Let's, I think it's in camel case. Let's actually like do that correctly. Okay. Fine. Well, let's have it be the same name on that side too. Okay. So that should actually do everything we want. Right? That should be that. We've now added now the frad.com has the author name, the book, the author key, and now the number of books that author has written. So we have almost everything that we need now. That's all inside of there. Now we need to sort it, right? Oh shit, how does sorting work again? It's going to be, does it sort in place? Does sort happen in place, or is it equal out to a new thing? I think it sorts in place. I think so. Let's see. So it's going to be frada.com. Really bad name. Sort. Sort takes in a function. Oh shit. How does that work again? I'm trying to think. So like A, B, right? Arrow function. I think I actually have an example down here. I think I stole it from somewhere else. Yes, I did. That should be what I want. Yeah, I kind of stole this from somewhere else. So good artist, innovate, great artist, steal. I'm the best artist. Okay, and we're gonna do that on num found, right? We go A and B. There are objects. Yes. No, come on. Num found. Num found. we're putting a parse float around that just to make sure that they're actually numbers because it did come from like a JavaScript thing. This JavaScript actually, no, it's actually a number. In the JavaScript, it's actually a number. It's not a string. So I actually don't need to even do this, but it doesn't hurt, whatever. You know what I mean? It's not going to change anything, but sometimes it's good to like use parse float or parse int or other things like that if you're getting like data from a JSON object. Because sometimes you don't know like if that is actually going to be a string or not. And that's really important for sort because sort works differently if it's strings or numbers. Although this subtraction thing we're doing should like auto convert to a number already. If they were both strings, it should convert both of them into a number if they were just numbers. But you never want to rely on JavaScript's like auto type conversions because it can get weird sometimes. Okay. So now that that sort is done, it should be sorted. And so now Freda.com for each. We're gonna do another for. Why didn't that come out? Yeah, there we go. For each. And we're going to I don't know. Let's just call this book maybe, or doc. No, not doc. We already used that. Let's go with book. And now I'm gonna actually like print out all of my junks. I have everything that I need and it's in the correct order. So add HTML. HTML is looking for a string. What is the string I asked for? Let's see. What is the string? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So here, you know, this could be author name. So it's going to be book dot. Oh crap! Did we actually call that author name? I don't remember the thing. I hit an A name because I'm an idiot, right? That should be a name. Wrote here. What am I doing? Boop, boop. No, you idiot. There we go. And now this is going to be book dot. Was it title? Is that what I used it as? I don't actually remember now. Yes, it was title. That was it. I was correct with that. And 20 other books. Okay, so actually just like copy and paste because I'm lazy. Boop. Oh, why did you do that? That was dumb. That was so dumb. So this, and this is num found, right? Num found. Oh, but it's going to be -1, remember? So, oh, I want that to be, yeah, around the thing, not in front of it. I'm going to have this be -1. Okay, so that should actually subtract that by 1. That should work. That should print out each one for all of those. That should be like everything. Let's actually see if this worked or not. So let's see what errors we get. Oh, we already got an error. We got a syntax error already. It didn't even run. I'm an idiot. 205. Where the fuck is that? I must have missed a paren. I did. I missed a paren somewhere because I'm a moron. Unexpected blah after argument list. Where did I mess this up? I hate this sometimes. No, that's there. That's around that. It's for each. That's that. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Did I mess up one of these? No. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That is also okay. That's okay. 205. No, that's, for each. Come for each. Try to sort. Oh, wait. No, no, that's okay. That's sort there. Oh, no, no, that's okay. That's there. That's there. That's there. That's there. And that's there. Missing param after argument list. I bet I messed up one here. Oh, I didn't I think. Yes, yes, I did. I did. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it should be right here. It should be, yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm a moron. So, God damn it. Are you kidding me? I thought I just fixed that. Actually work? No, it's still complaining. Still getting nasty grams. 205, yeah. I do here. Oh no, I don't want it there, right? Yeah, yeah, I'm an idiot. It's not there. It needs to be. Oh, right here. No, there's the one right there. That's it. That's the for each. That's our friends. For each. I think it's going through that, right? I think everything else is fine. Anyone else see what I'm doing wrong? Or they see where I messed up my stupid params because I'm a moron? Those are looking good. Both of them are there. Both of those are there. Well, that's the end of the for each for that. That's that. Is one of these screwed up? Then, no, that's fine. That's the first promise dot all. That's the second promise dot all. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's the second promise dot all. This is for each for all of those. This is the inside of then loop of this. We'll start labeling things. That's always what I do when I'm stuck on these type of things. So let's just start labeling them. This is the end of for each, of this for each. Why is that cap lock? Apparently I'm yelling. For each. This be the end of this for each here. So diff com for each. That's the end of that one, right? The thing that let me like wrap these things up. Yeah, so I can wrap them. That's wrapped up. That's the for each for this. That's the one for that. That's all okay. Yeah, that's okay. What's this one belong to? Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's search authors function. That's okay. My fetch is okay. Yep. Fetch. This should be the second then of the second fetch, right? Yep. Or second then. Now inside that second then, we have this bad boy. Right. Yeah, that's all good. HJS doc. This is after this. There's got to be something I'm really missing. Got to be something really stupid that I'm not seeing it. That map is okay. Yep, that one's good. I was pretty sure I got all of you. I'm usually really good at this. That one's okay. This is then. That is on there. This is first promise.all. should be the second promise at all. Let me just write promise correctly. Oh, shoot. Need to comment that out. Okay, so that's okay. Add HTML. A name. This. That's okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Outside of here. That's, oh, wait a minute. No, that's there. That's there right there. That's, you know, hitting books. And that completes it for the for each. I'm not seeing where my error is. How? Oh, it would, oh, no. Damn it. I thought maybe like, missing param after argument list. Oh, 207 now. Oh, well, it's right here. Oh, it's not liking that for some reason. That's, maybe it doesn't like the param list inside of there? That shouldn't matter. But fine, you know, just to, this thing is stupid. I'm just gonna do something dumb. So let y equal this is gonna equal y. Oh, I bet this is it. I didn't have this plus here. Plus, 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 plus. Haha, that was it. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute moron. Okay, so let's see if this actually works. I actually see, let me look up the code. Let me see the network tab and see what's actually taking place. Nothing. Awesome. Cool. That is reassuring. No runtime errors. Oh, wait. Status 404. Oh, wait, no, these things are actually going through. Yeah. These things are something's happening. It's really slow. Did it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look, there's stuff happening. See, here's all my authors. I'm looking them all up. It's taking a little bit, but let's notice. Here, I'm going to show that. I'm going to like make this big. No, I want to look up all of them. No, you idiot. There we go. This. So notice that they're all happy. They should all be happening like in series, in serial from, or sorry, in parallel from one another. So that all should actually be happening. It's really slow though. I'm not getting any runtime errors, am I? Yes, I am. Found that the syntax error. I am myself in syntax error? Uncaught and promised type cannot read property for each of undefined. Oh, I bet I messed up. Yeah, undefined, huh? Oh, because I bet one of those fucking things don't exist, huh? But one of these doesn't have, one of these things don't have an author. Yeah, that's probably what it is. God damn it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to change it. Let's see. Where was I? Docs for each. So it's probably this one, author key, right? That was the one I was complaining about. So what's a good way of like, I don't know, if doc dot author key, why didn't you like give me my thing? There we go. Thank you. Author key equals undefined. Just return. Looking at that. That should work. Yeah. Okay, let's run this again. Before I do this, let's open up our dev tool. Okay, let's look at the network tab. Person detected. Got a bunch of searches going. That's looking good. Looking positive. What's our console looking like? I think we still got a syntax. I think we still got something wrong. It's still for each cannot read that. Oh. So something came up, but I'm getting 0 books for like everyone. Or am I? Like what? Let's see. Let me try this again. It's not ordering them. Oh, I found them, but it didn't order them. Does sort happen in place? Or do you have to, is it equal to something? Just array sort. I don't think it actually works in place. No, it should. Yeah, no, it totally should work in place. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this array is sorted in place, no copy is made. Yeah. Like, that should have freaking worked. I'm really surprised our sort didn't work. That's I'm getting the right results. That's cool. It's just my sorting is all gummed up. Let me see. Let me see if I can solve this real quick. Yep. A.com. Comps are array. Oh, let me see what's inside of here. Okay. Com I num found. Yep, I should have added that. Dynamically added that to each one of those elements. Unless it's not actually, no, it is adding it because I found it there. So it is adding it. Let me just take these bad boys out. Maybe it's something with this. I can't imagine it being the case though. That'd be really weird. But like, it should be sorting at, yeah. Unless I did it the opposite way. It looks like it's sorting. Oh, it is, so it's sorting it from the opposite. Oh, God damn it. I'm an idiot. It's B, A. Let's try that. Let's actually do things correctly. It was sorted. I'm a moron. Let me get rid of this stupid thing. Come on. Let me get rid of you. Run. And then Lord of the Rings again. And let that do its thing. So I think that's it. I think we actually did it. I think I actually got it done. Nothing to make you feel bad. You worked so hard for 2 weeks. I did it in less than an hour. No, you shouldn't. As you've seen, I make a lot of mistakes and I'm a moron when I program. Oh, I bet it didn't save or something like that. Let me kill this. Go back here. Do this here. Let's just do one more check. Just give me like 1 more minute past 6. We're just gonna figure that out, and then we'll go. Let's just see. I just really wanna win. It was sorting it is back. Ha ha ha! There we go. Done. Done. Less than an hour. Take that. And my biggest error, was stupid parentheses in the wrong place. That was it. Everything else worked just fine. Oh, and one of these stupid books didn't have an author. That's not on me. That's not my fault. That was the API's fault. So there you have it. Program assignment 1 in 1 hour. We did it. You saw it here live. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your children that you saw, when you have your grandchildren and you live in your, I don't know, underwater cavern because the outside doesn't exist anymore because the ice glaciers have melted, and you tell your grandchildren ask you where you were before the ice glaciers melt. You can tell them, I was on a computer watching a professor do our assignment in 1 hour. I saw that with my own eyes. You can tell your grandchildren that. They'll be very proud. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope that was fun and educational. I will see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early. We're going to talk about Node, and the next programming assignment will be released on Tuesday. Finish up your quiz. Make sure you get all that done. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, we'll just take it from there. What else? I'll see you tomorrow morning. We're gonna talk about Node. Tuesday is your new programming assignment. Your quiz 2 is due Thursday night. And next Wednesday, we will be doing this. We'll be doing a live stream of doing some Node apps and like Node things going through. So that's all I have for you today. It was amazing being here with you all. Thank you. And I will see you later. Good night. Bye.